There are places on our planet that feel untouched. Places that remind us of a younger Earth. It rests in the cold North Atlantic Ocean. It is an island born from fire and shaped by ice. Here, nature tells its oldest stories. The wind whispers across vast, empty landscapes. The ground itself is alive, breathing steam and heat. This is a land of great drama, a place of deep silence and sudden, powerful noise. It asks you to listen, to watch, and to feel the power of the natural world in a way you have never felt before. The air here is different. It is clean and sharp. It smells of the sea, of wet earth, and sometimes of sulfur. Reykjavik is the world's most northern capital city. Yet it is not a cold place in spirit. It is a small city with a very big heart. The houses are colorful. Bright red roofs, blue roofs, yellow roofs. They stand out against the often gray sky. The streets are clean and easy to walk. Art is everywhere. Murals on the walls, many small galleries. The people are friendly. They have a quiet strength, born from living in such a wild land. This city is a warm, welcoming hub in the middle of the vast North Atlantic. The city is powered by geothermal energy. Hot water from deep within the earth heats the homes and buildings. It even heats the sidewalks in winter to melt the snow. This is a clever use of nature's power. In the city center, you will find many lovely cafes. The smell of coffee and freshly baked pastries fills the air. It is a perfect place to sit and watch the world go by. Locals and visitors gather here to talk and relax. A moment of warmth and community in a land known for its dramatic wild landscapes. One of the most famous landmarks is the Hallgrímskirkja church. It is a tall, striking building. Its design was inspired by the basalt columns found in Iceland's nature. You can take an elevator to the top. From there, you have a wonderful view of the whole city. Colorful rooftops, the harbor with its boats, the mountains across the bay. On a clear day, the view is breathtaking. It helps you understand the connection between the city and the vast nature that surrounds it. Reykjavik is a gateway to the wildness of Iceland. When you visit Reykjavik, remember to pack layers of clothing. The weather can change very quickly. A sunny morning, a windy afternoon. A good waterproof jacket is essential. It is also a good idea to try the local food. The hot dogs, or pylsur, are famous. Many people say they are the best in the world, and you must visit one of the local swimming pools. They are heated with geothermal water. Soaking in a hot pool while the cold air is around you is a classic Icelandic experience. It is a wonderful way to relax after a day of exploring. Not far from Reykjavik is a famous route called the Golden Circle. It is a journey into the heart of Iceland's geology and history. The first stop is often Thingvellir National Park. This is a very special place. It is where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart. You can walk in the rift valley between two continents. The ground is covered in cracks and fissures. It is a powerful feeling to stand in a place where the earth is literally splitting open. This is also where Iceland's first parliament, the Alþingi, met over 1,000 years ago. The next wonder on the Golden Circle is the Glacier geothermal area. The air here smells strongly of sulfur. The ground is colored with minerals of yellow, red, green. You can see bubbling mud pots and steaming vents. The main attraction is a geyser named Strokkur. Every few minutes, it shoots a tall column of boiling water high into the air. First, the water in its pool begins to bubble and rise. Then, with a great whoosh, it erupts. It is a thrilling display of the Earth's inner heat and power. It reminds you that there is incredible energy just beneath your feet. The final stop is Gullfoss, the Golden Falls. It is a huge and powerful waterfall. A great river, the Vita, drops down in two massive steps. Upper falls, lower falls. The sound is like thunder. It is a constant, deep roar that you can feel in your chest. On a sunny day, the mist from the waterfall creates beautiful rainbows. In winter, parts of the waterfall freeze, creating amazing ice sculptures. Standing near Gullfoss, you feel very small. It is a humbling experience to witness such raw, natural power. The sheer volume of water is astonishing. To see the Golden Circle, it is best to rent a car. This gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace. You can spend as much time as you like at each location. Start your day early to avoid the biggest crowds. The tour buses usually arrive in the mid-morning. There are cafes, visitor centers at all 3 main sites, so it is easy to find food and restrooms. Remember to stay on the marked paths. The ground can be unstable, and the hot springs are dangerously hot. Respecting the safety rules helps protect both you and the fragile environment. The south coast of Iceland is a place of stunning and dramatic beauty, a long road with the ocean on one side and tall cliffs and volcanoes on the other. Waterfalls tumble down from the green cliffs everywhere you look. 2 of the most famous are Seljalandsfoss and Skógafoss. At Seljalandsfoss, you can walk on a path that goes behind the curtain of water. It is a magical experience. You can see the world through a screen of falling water. The sound is all around you. You will get wet from the spray, but it is an unforgettable feeling. Further down the coast, you will find the black sand beaches. The most famous is Reynisfjara. The sand is not sand as we usually know it. It is made of tiny, smooth black pebbles of volcanic rock. The waves here are powerful and dangerous. They crash onto the shore with great force. Never turn your back on the sea. On the beach, there are amazing basalt columns. They look like giant, natural steps leading up the cliff. Legend says they are trolls who were turned to stone by the morning sun. They stand as silent guards of the beach. This part of Iceland is dominated by volcanoes. The Great Eyjafjallajökull is one of them. It is the volcano that erupted in 2010 and stopped air travel across Europe. It is covered by a glacier. This combination of fire and ice is what makes Iceland so unique. When a volcano erupts under a glacier, it can cause massive floods. The landscape of the south coast has been shaped by these powerful events. The flat black plains you drive across were created by these glacial outburst floods, called Jökulsárlón. Driving along the south coast is a journey you will never forget. The main ring road is well maintained and easy to drive in the summer. In winter, conditions can be difficult. Always check the weather and road conditions before you set out. It is wise to book your accommodation in advance, especially in the summer. The small towns along the coast are charming. Vik is a lovely village near Reynisfjara beach. It is a good place to stop for the night. Take your time. Stop often. The beauty of the south coast is in the small details as much as the grand views. Iceland is home to some of the largest glaciers in Europe. These are vast rivers of ice that move very, very slowly. They have carved the mountains and valleys over thousands of years. Vatnajökull is the largest glacier of all. It is so big that it covers several volcanoes. To stand at the edge of a glacier is to feel the power of the ice age. The ice is not just white. It is streaked with black lines of volcanic ash from past eruptions. This ash tells the story of the glacier's history, layer by layer, like pages in a book. At the edge of the glaciers, you will find glacier lagoons. Jökulsárlón is the most famous. Here, huge icebergs break off from the glacier and float in a deep, calm lake. The icebergs are a beautiful blue color. Some are white, some are clear, some are streaked with black. They drift slowly towards the ocean. Seals often swim in the lagoon, playing among the ice. You can take a boat tour to get closer to the icebergs. The silence of the lagoon, broken only by the sound of cracking ice, is a truly peaceful and moving experience. When the icebergs from the lagoon reach the ocean, they wash up on a nearby black sand beach. This beach is called the Diamond Beach. The pieces of ice glitter on the black sand like diamonds. The contrast of the clear blue ice against the dark sand is incredibly beautiful. The size and shape of the ice chunks are always changing. Each wave brings new diamonds to the shore. It is a natural art gallery created by the glacier and the sea. You can spend hours just walking along the beach, admiring these temporary jewels. For a truly special adventure, you can visit an ice cave in the winter. These caves are formed by melting water that flows under the glacier in the summer. In winter, when the water freezes, it leaves behind these magical blue caves. The light shines through the thick ice above, making the whole cave glow with an intense blue color. It feels like you are inside a giant sapphire. You must go with a guide to visit an ice cave. They are only safe to enter in the cold winter months, and an expert guide knows which caves are stable. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The West Fjords are a different part of Iceland. This is a wild and remote region in the northwest corner of the island. It is a place of deep fjords, steep mountains, and very few people. The roads are often unpaved and wind along the edges of dramatic cliffs. Driving here requires care and attention, but the reward is a feeling of true wilderness. You can drive for hours and not see another car. Here, you feel a deep connection to the raw, untamed nature of the north. It is a place for those who seek solitude and adventure. This region is a paradise for birds. The Latrabjarg Cliffs are one of the most amazing seabird colonies in the world. Millions of birds nest here in the summer. You can see guillemots, razorbills, and kittiwakes. But the most famous residents are the puffins. They are charming little birds with colorful beaks. They are not very afraid of people. You can lie on the grass at the top of the cliff and watch them just a few feet away. They come and go from their burrows bringing fish for their young. It is a wonderful and joyful sight. The landscape of the Vestfjords is ancient. Unlike the rest of Iceland, this area is geologically old. There are no active volcanoes here. The mountains have been carved by glaciers over millions of years. The fjords are long and deep, with calm, clear water. Small fishing villages are nestled at the bottom of the fjords. These villages are quiet and picturesque. They have a long history of fishing, which is still an important part of life here. Visiting these villages feels like stepping back in time. The pace of life is slow and peaceful. If you plan to visit the West Fjords, you need more time. It is not a place to rush through. You should plan for at least a few days. The roads can be challenging, so a 4x4 vehicle is a good idea, though not always necessary in summer. Many roads are closed in the winter. There are natural hot pools scattered throughout the region. Finding a hidden hot pot and soaking in the warm water while looking out at a beautiful fjord is a perfect way to end a day of exploration. The Vestfjords offer a deeper, quieter Icelandic experience, away from the main tourist paths. One of the most magical experiences in Iceland is seeing the northern lights, the Aurora Borealis. It is a natural light show that happens in the sky on dark, clear nights. The lights appear as curtains or ribbons, green, pink, purple. They dance and move across the darkness. It is a silent and beautiful spectacle. The lights are caused by particles from the sun hitting the Earth's atmosphere. This phenomenon can only be seen in the far northern parts of the world. Iceland is one of the best places to witness this wonder. The best time to see the northern lights is in the winter, from September to April. During these months, the nights are long and dark. You need a clear sky with no clouds. You also need to be away from the city lights. Any light pollution makes it harder to see the aurora. So, you must travel out into the countryside. Join a guided tour drive yourself and find a dark place and wait. Patience is key. The lights can appear at any time during the night. When you finally see them, it is a moment you will never forget. The experience is deeply moving. The sky comes alive with silent, flowing color. It is peaceful. It is exciting. The lights can be faint at first, like a pale green cloud. Then they can suddenly become bright and dance quickly across the sky. Each display is unique. No two nights are the same. It is a reminder of the vastness of the universe and our small place within it. It feels like a gift from nature, a secret dance just for you. To prepare for a night of aurora hunting, you must dress very warmly. Wear many layers of clothing, wear a warm hat, wear gloves, wear thick socks. You will be standing outside in the cold for a long time. Bring a thermos with a hot drink. If you want to take photos, you will need a good camera and a tripod. The camera needs to be able to take long exposure shots, but remember to also put the camera down. Take time to simply watch the sky and enjoy the moment. Seeing the aurora is not just about a photograph. It is about the feeling of wonder and awe it inspires. It is a connection to the cosmos. This is the scent of a world still being made. The light changes quickly. One moment, the sun shines on green moss. The next, gray clouds roll in from the ocean. They cover the mountains in a soft mist. This island is a painting that is never finished. Its colors shift with the seasons and the weather, from the bright greens of summer to the pure whites of winter. Imagine a drone's view, high above the land. You would see rivers of ice, called glaciers, stretching for miles. You would see dark volcanic deserts next to bright green fields. The coastline is a jagged line, carved by powerful waves. Cliffs drop straight into the churning sea. This is a landscape of contrasts. Hot, cold, dark, light, old, new. It is a powerful reminder that our planet is always changing. It is a dynamic, living system. And here, in Iceland, you can see that process happening right before your eyes. To visit Iceland is to step into a different time. It feels ancient, yet it is one of the youngest land masses on Earth. It sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where two massive tectonic plates are pulling apart. This is why the island has so many volcanoes and hot springs. It is a geologic hotspot. Every mountain, every crack in the ground is part of a grand geological story. It is a story of creation and constant change. A story that continues to unfold every single day. The world still holds untouched beauty. Places that remind us how young and alive our planet is. Go gently, look closely, listen deeply, and when the unknown calls, answer. The journey will change you.